Hi there, young artists. This video is going to show you a cool hack for coloring with crayons and markers together. Let's get started. So with this one, what I'm going to be showing you is how you can use crayons and markers together to add cool designs. So one of the things that people will often run into is that you want to add a lot of design for stuff, but you don't want to then have to color around it. So this is a cool sort of workaround with that. And the trick here is actually we're going to add details with crayon, and then we're going to color over all of it with marker. And the reason for that is to save time over adding all of those details in with just one color or with one thing and then having to color around everything. Because one thing a lot of people run into is that you want to add a lot of detail, but then you don't want to color around all of that detail to fill everything else in. So this is a cool workaround, is add your details first and then go back and color over them. Now the trick with this is that you've got to make sure you're pressing down hard. If you're thinking, well, Mr. Solar, I don't usually press down very hard, then the other option would be go over them twice. So go over your colors twice and then go back. And what we're going to do after we've colored in things twice is we're going to go back in and we're going to add color on top of this for our night sky. So I've already done this down here with my basketball arena that you can see down there. That's what 5th graders are working on this week. But anyone can do this with their artwork, not just 5th graders. I'm just using this as my example for you. An example of how this turns out is you can see up here in this sky, and you can see also down here on this building, where I started off with crayon stuff, and then I colored over it. So I'm trying to make this nice and bright with colors, trying to make it sort of resemble the look of like Van Gogh's Starry Night with all those swirls of wind. So once you've done your details, the thing I really love about this is once you've done your details, then you can go back in over it and you color in. And you just get to color in that one big color that you want things to be. And what this does is the marker is only filling in spaces where you didn't color. So all those lines you added, like my black lines of my basketball, all those lines that you've added stay because of the wax. So you're getting what's called crayon resist. So because I left that off, because I left those lines in wax in my crayon, when I color over it, and look, I'm coloring right over those lines, and we still can see them. So this is a cool way of adding details, and then you don't have to color around those details. You just color right over them, and you can still see them. So I can even color over that moon, and I can still see it. So as long as I colored dark and I filled it in, I'm going to still be able to see it. Isn't that cool? One thing it will do is if you missed spots, it's also a good way to fill in extra stuff. So if you miss spots in a place, like here where I was coloring my windows blue, and I'm thinking, oh, I didn't color those in really well. I can take that same color, I can go over it, and it's going to fill in any places where I didn't add blue, where I missed spots, and it can fill it in. So it's a great way of doing filler work too. So if you miss spots, you can go over that crayon with marker and it'll fill in everything that you missed. Isn't that awesome? So, give that a try. Use some crayon resist detail work in your drawings. Hope that helps. Hope you have some fun and do some mixed media work with crayon and marker.